As the sun comes up across Kansas, Roger Raby is cultivating the next generation of business owners. Roger is the Economic Development Director for Rooks County in western Kansas and has been coaching youth to participate in the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge since its start about 10 years ago. Recently, 23 teams from Rooks County, 46 students in a county where the high school enrollments totaled 217, completed the annual competition. Teams prepare a business plan, deliver a 4-minute business pitch, and create a trade show booth. We asked Roger what the secret is to getting youth excited to participate in the Entrepreneurial Challenge.
You know, for me, the secret really has been with the teacher champions. I was a school teacher for 17 years, and so I can relate to them very well, but the success of our program in Rooks County really has boiled down to having great teacher champions and teachers that not only were willing to push the idea or to make it important to the students, but we're also willing to direct them through the process and not necessarily telling them what to do, but just leading them in the direction that they were headed towards starting a business or anything, creating some excitement on their part. And then the other part of that from the teacher champion standpoint is just keeping them on task. I mean, it's students need to be prodded, and those teacher champions do a good job of doing that. And ultimately, I think the students get a lot out of it, but I don't think that they would probably head down that road as well as they do without that teacher champion.
We asked how he helps youth consider the possibilities of business ownership.
Well, I think I always put it in terms of planting a seed, and the students, whether it's the teacher champion or whether it's me or a downtown businessman or anything like that, is planting a seed in their head. And that's what we're trying to do, is that plant a seed that anything is possible from here. And living in rural communities like we do, small communities, again, having been a teacher, I know that for many, many years, it's like in order to be a success, you had to leave. And there's nothing wrong with leaving, going out and getting your education and experience in some of the world, but we want to plant that seed that when you come back, there are things that you can do to be very successful, and one of those things is starting your own business. And so we try to do that, plant that seed by giving examples of local people that have started their own business and are very, very successful, and they were from here and they just started with an idea. We also use examples of other students that are similar age to them that maybe have started a business on their own. And through this Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge that we've had a handful of students that not only started their business but are continuing their business. Their business was not only used for the competition, but it's still a moneymaker for them now. And some of them have been extremely successful. I start every introduction to them, I guess, of the young man that was a college student and he needed money to pay tuition, and he was going through a drive-through window and saw on the back of a truck that we haul junk, and he said, I could do that. And so he just made up his business of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and the guy is a billionaire just because he just took that idea and ran with it, and he made it sound big even though it was just him, and it turned into a huge success. So I start off with that because I think too often a lot of the students think they got to have some great idea. It doesn't have to be a great idea. It just has to be something that can make you a living and it can make money doing it. And so, we start there.
But not all youth in the competition come from rural communities. Candace Stiles, Director for K-State Research and Extension, Shawnee County, is coordinating pitch contests and the local YEC in the state capital of Topeka. We asked Candace if the challenge to help youth develop an entrepreneurial mindset is different in an urban setting versus rural.
One challenge that we might have in an urban setting is the fact that youth can find so many different types of part-time after-school jobs once they turn 16. McDonald's, Dillon's, Dairy Queen, they will all hire these youth for minimum wage once they turn 16. So I really focus on the middle school age kids because every kid wants to make money. So if you can catch them when they're 12, 13, 14 and they have an idea as something they could create, that's when you can really coach that mindset on being entrepreneurial.
Like Roger, Candace found that schools were an important partner in recruiting youth.
We recruited youth through the schools and through Shawnee County 4-H, putting out the opportunity about the contest. And then because we were focusing on younger middle school age students, I offered 4 learning sessions on the different parts of the contest because that really makes them more confident and like they can do YEC. And those youth who do the learning sessions usually end up scoring pretty well because they really did spend some time on their concepts.
We wondered if there are additional challenges or opportunities to being in an urban setting.
I'm not sure that it's particularly to urban settings, but youth are busy. And so the challenge is definitely catching their imagination, catching their attention to this opportunity because they are not doing it for a grade or any type of extra credit. They really just want to learn how to be a business owner, how to run a business. And so they enter this contest, they might win some prize money, but everything they do is because it's something they sought out to learn. But the opportunities are, we have groups in Shawnee County like Shawnee Startups, which is an e-community with Network Kansas, Go Topeka, which does the economic development in Topeka and Shawnee County, willing to do a youth program. Everybody gets excited about a youth program, so that is a nice opportunity we have here.
Since we all want youth to be able to see themselves as a future business owner, we asked Candace to share the steps she and her partners took to ensure youth from diverse backgrounds were represented in the competition.
If you have a diverse community, your public schools are diverse. So one thing I wanted to do was make sure I was publicizing the event in our public schools, making sure teachers knew about it. And we worked hand in hand with Robinson Middle School to get their students informed and into the contest. And that is one way we can have a more diverse group of students, is because we are a diverse community, so our public schools are also diverse.
What else do young entrepreneurs need to learn to be successful? We asked them.
Something I think I definitely could learn more about to be more successful in my business is just being more broadcasted online, being able to have a tangible website that it would just be easier for my customers to buy from my business, and just being able to grow my market overall, because I'm kind of restricted doing like pop-up markets to like the area I'm in. But with shipping and being able to do more digital advertising, I think that could help me grow.
I think definitely I need to know my numbers a little bit better. Last year I lost a lot of money because I didn't really know what to charge, what I needed to charge. So I kind of just threw numbers at the jobs, hoping I get them. So this year I've been really kind of cracking down on running my numbers, seeing what it costs for me to do these jobs, and just so I'm making sure I'm charging the right number for me to be profitable and to grow my business. So I'm definitely getting better, but I definitely have a lot of room for improvement in that. And also need to work on training employees, because I have a couple part-time guys that are helping me right now, but I want them to be able to work for me full-time. So I think training them so I can keep my quality of my work up is definitely something I need to do more of.
I like to learn more about marketing and ways to promote my business and any way to make my freshies even better.
Scaling my business, just helping it grow. Since I haven't actually started a business before, then I'm not really familiar with growing one. So that would definitely be something I'd want to learn more about.
Growing entrepreneurs is critical to communities both large and small. Entrepreneurial support organizations, parents, and community mentors help open the world of business opportunity to future generations. What more could your community do to grow entrepreneurs?